Is the frequency in use? Nope. I've been listening for a little while. Is there any emergency or prior traffic? No. There was. They would all been talking. Call 911 if you have an emergency. We'll be here if you can't reach them. For information on the net, you can watch us right now on YouTube. Look up my call K4PEW. That's Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey, and put it in the search block for YouTube, and it'll bring up. I believe it's called a premiere on there, and it'll bring up. What you'll see is this kind of tilted view of my video screen that's on my radio or display screen or whatever you call it, and you'll be able to hear and see people there, who's on the net, and see what your signal looks like and what you sound like too, and go back and review it later if you want it. Anyway, that's number one. Number two, you can go to our 146.415.net site, the website with information on Simplex. 146.415.net. It's hard to we do this because it's simple. And then, of course, you can go to our groups.io site, which is under MJSS. It's groups.io. And just do a search for MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. k4pew@arrl.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We try to have a good time. We conduct the net on 146.415. That's .415 FM. We've been doing it. This is almost to the day 7.5 years. I'm not sure. It's somewhere around the 20. It's not that important. We've been here a long time. And this is net number 700, I think 80, maybe 797. Yep, 780. So, hold on. Okay, purpose of the net. Have fun. Like I said a minute ago. Our objective here is not to have a military type check-in, nor are we don't really care at this point anyway what grid square you're in or which radio you got or what your power is. As long as we can hear you, we're happy. And hopefully everyone else is too. But this our net tends to prompt people to, if they're interested, to do better, to get better antennas, higher antennas, and really make their shack work well so they can enjoy the hobby even more. Even if you're not, even one of the side benefits of having a good simplex station is you can reach and kerchunk a lot more repeaters. I mean, that's just more fun than just kerchunking somebody's repeating. That's not a good idea, so please don't do it. I want you all to go to, by the way, to that groups.io site to see our new logo. I should put it up here on this screen, but I can't at the moment. But anyway, yeah, we have a new logo for the groups.io site. I think you'll like it. Announcements. Tonight we're doing this net on 146.415, and then we're going to move over to 144.240, that's .240 on the upper side main, and then we're moving over to 6 meters on 50, that's 50.135 upper side band. And I'm horizontal, not me, but my antenna. And so even if you're not horizontal, I should be able to hear you just fine if you got a decent amount of power and you're within 20, 30 miles or so. Sometimes the local 6 meter, 10 meter doesn't propagate too far on ground wave. It just doesn't do a good job. So anyway, unless you're in a tower or something, big tower. Other announcements, I don't think I have any. We had a breakfast this morning, which went great. We had about 9 or 10 people at Shoney's over there in Lebanon. We're going to have another one next Saturday, since today was a makeup for last Saturday. I mean, I do a breakfast every Saturday if my wife would let me. But I'm not going to ask her for that. I'm not going to try to. Next Saturday, we're going to have another one. So be there. Anyway, does anybody have any other announcements besides those I just gave? If there's any handfast or something coming up I'm not aware of. Well, hey, listen, since you skipped the earlier net, you got no rights to check in on nothing. No, it's at 7:30 tomorrow night. There's another net. It's on 10 meters, 28.415. It is ably conducted, usually on time. Michael, KM4YRF, 7:30 on 28.415. Been doing it for a couple of years now, and it's really going great guns. And looking forward to having them. So make sure you check in there too. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Mike?
No, Paul, I need to be a short timer tonight. I've got Emily, and everything is kind of off right now, but I'll be back to the upper side band and the 6 meters.
and get her a license, and then she can do it when you run over to court.
Well, I tell you what, I had no idea what time it was. I was just totally lost.
Yeah, that Alzheimer's will really sneak up on you, won't it?
Do I know you?
Probably not. Who are you?
I don't know. Carry on. KM4YRF.
Very good. That's Michael, KM4YRF. He got little personal issues this afternoon, this evening, and he was going to do it. I jumped into the C4FM net where we had counting his digital check-in, which I say digital. He checked in via texting, so I'm not sure. Maybe just put an asterisk on that check-in, but I believe we had we had 5 check-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 check-ins technically. If we count the asterisk check-in for Michael, that's 6 check-ins on the C4FM site. We had a whopping. I mean, 3 people on the DMR. They would just kill it. I mean, we had, man, the silence was deafening. And I'm not sure how many we had on the D-Star net. I didn't even hear it come on, so I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. It was Michael, KM4YRF, and he's in Bellshire. He was a short timer. We will be taking check-ins on short time. This is where we're starting from the north. When we start a round of check-ins, we got a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot of airwaves to cover tonight. So taking check-ins now. Unless somebody has any other announcements. Any other announcements? No corrections. There are no additional announcements. Like I don't know. But anyway, just all right. If there is, just jump in there when you get on the net. Anyway, that was Michael KM4YRF, and anybody else short on time? Anybody else short on time?
WV0NO1.
Hello, Mark. Are you doing okay?
Doing okay. Dinner's about ready, so I am a little short on time.
Very good. You just recovered from your COVID, and they got another variant that'll sneak up on you. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I'm sitting here with a shotgun on my lap.
I think they're actually making these just to cause us to be anxiety.
Could be. Who knows? I've about given up on them. I did hear that Dr. Fauci's going to retire, though, with $450,000 a year.
Oh, I'm sure he socked a little bit of it away for his retirement, don't you think?
Yeah. I think that's what I read. That's what his pension was. No, maybe it was $350. He was making $450 normally, and his pension was $350. That's not a bad way to retire. I bet he wishes he was younger.
I bet you he doesn't need a retirement for him. How about that?
Yeah, well, could be. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go eat dinner. Have a good night. WB0NO1.
Very good, Mark. Good to hear from you. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar, and that's Mark. Northwest Wilson. Who else is short? Anybody else short on time? All righty, we're going to be starting from the north. Please come now. Maybe a short net. Anybody from the north, please come now. Okay, thanks for checking in, everybody. We'll catch you later. No, just anybody from the west, please come now.
Kilo Delta.
Hold on, I heard Jeff in there first, and then I heard a Kilo Delta, but I don't know who that was at the moment. Jeff, you sound good. I am still surprised that Jim there in Donaldson couldn't hear you, so I think there's something up on his end.
It may be. I mean, I already am just fine, so I don't know. You just never know.
Well, I can hear you just fine, and I'm a lot farther away than Donaldson to you.
Yeah, well, if you could hear me on HD, I mean, you could hear me this way, but I don't know. Who knows what's going on with it.
All right. Well, we'll have to do a formal engineering test, see what the heck's going on. I don't know. I'll have to ask. We use it at J-pole, and it's not a very high J-pole, so I don't know if that's the issue because I can hear him over here. But again, Donaldson's pretty close to me. I think it's as the crow flies, maybe 7 miles, 8 miles. I'm not sure. He's a little closer than you are, but there's no reason he shouldn't be able to hear you. Anyway, anything else on that, Jeff?
No, but get back to what you talking about with Dr. Fauci. Don't tell him how much the big guys paid him on the table.
Oh, you don't think that kind of stuff goes on, do you?
No, not at all. Not in the district of corruption.
Yeah, I often wonder about that stuff. Well, let's put it this way: it's not that they get cash. One of the issues that happens in government and happens everywhere is they have information related to things in the marketplace, whether it's pharmaceutical or otherwise, and they just make investments in the right places and they make a few bucks.
Of course, it's called insider trading.
Yeah, don't get me going on that one. I got insider traded too. I understand that apples are on sale over at Walmart for 20 cents less. Anyway, nice to have you in there, Jeff. Whiskey, Yankee, Ford Golf. He's in Madison. Who else is west or north? Please come in.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor Golf Zulu. Good evening, Paul.
Now you can hear Jeff on that last transmission. You could from Whiskey Yankee Ford Golf from Madison.
Negative. Well, yes and no. He's half scale on the meter. There's tremendous amount of hash or noise, and I can hear words, but not enough to make it up.
On FM, you're talking about now.
Well, Roger. Just the station right before me. You were going back and forth. I could tell it was a station there, but just could not pick out the words out of the noise.
Huh. I don't know what the barrier is between you two, but I think I double the height on that J-pole.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to get it up, and you've enticed me to do it. I'll probably try to get it this one.
Oh, I know, no rush. That's one of the great things about not so great. Simplex makes you, if you're so inclined, to spend more money.
Well, worst case, I'll just need some more feed line, but that's a small expense. But I definitely need to get it go higher up. But again, Paul, thanks for calling that. And Jeff, yeah, I'm just is he hearing me at all, Paul?
Jeff, you hearing Jim okay there in Dallas? I don't know. Jeff, did you step away?
Oh no, I turned it down for a minute. Yeah, I can hear you. I mean, he's not as loud as you are, but I can hear him just fine.
He can hear you just fine, Jim.
Wow, that's weird. Don't know. I'll have to do some investigations here. But you're coming in full strength, and I can hear Jeff words, but just can't pick them out. So I won't take up any more of the time here. WA4B GC standing by.
Yeah, I for one, well, I've used them. Don't get me wrong. I got a couple here in the shack that are just hanging around. I got one in the garage that's a super J-pole, but I don't put much stock in J-poles after having a nice antenna. So I'm not pushing you any direction because you know me. It's all you. It's all your shack. But when you can't hear people that are close, I know it's upsetting to me. I know that for sure. Anyway, Jim, good to have you in there. Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor Golf Zulu, and say hello to Kathy for me. Who else is west?
This is KO4YQE checking in.
Hello. How many contacts you made between the time you talked to me the other day and today? That's the Pat.
Probably 5 or 6 contacts, something like that. I've been so tied up, having a family member in a hospital and a lot of things going on with work. So haven't been able to get on as much as I needed to, but I think about 6 contacts so far.
No, excellent. No, obviously it's no rush. I mean, this is not a contest, and it's a hobby, and it's fun, and it's nice to have you on the air. You got a good signal here. I mean, really awesome. Good audio. Everything's just great.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm still looking at my antenna situation. Specifically with trying to get on the 10-meter net the other night, and I could only hear you and the man from Donaldson. And even so, it was only like a 3 on my S meter. So I'm still trying to work that out. I think it may have to do with grounding or setting up radials or something like that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on here so far, and I just want to keep, trying to learn. Like I told somebody the other night, when you get a ham license, all you're doing is getting a license to learn more.
Oh yeah, no, this is my I think 17th year, and I feel just about as dumb as I did in the first year.
Oh, I can imagine. It's just, it's such a vast hobby. There's just a whole lot of things out there to get into and a lot to learn, and it just takes time and everything. And I'm going to try to get in 730 on 28.415. I was wondering if that one is going to be like on the FM, or is it going to be a upper sideband, or what?
No, that's on upper sideband, and you couldn't get much closer because he's doing that one from Donaldson. I'm sorry, from Belshire. My mistake. Belshire.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'm definitely going to try to get in on that. And I've read quite a few articles and watched some YouTube videos about optimizing the sideband reception, as well as some of the audio settings on this radio. So I've kind of put those into play, and I'm going to see if I can hear better tonight.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's yeah, this net is kind of like, I was thinking about it today. We're not really very sophisticated, not, in the sense that it's a very casual net, and we do 2 meters and 6 meters and 2 meter upper sideband. That sounds sophisticated, but it's just, it's elementary in a sense, because we're not trying to reach out to the world. We're just trying to have fun locally and get to know people. And I think it's almost like Radio 101. That's what it's, Radio 101 class. If you get your tech license, you can get on any of the bands. Man, I gotta remember that. You can get on 10 meters. No, I think 10 meters upper sideband. Yeah, I think that excludes technicians. I have to look again because I've never operated as a technician. I was always, as I told you, I started out operating as an extra. Didn't have a radio until I made extra. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We really are at the ground level of what radio is all about, and it's kind of a neat way to be.
Yeah, it sure is. With so much out there, all these different like digital modes and transmissions and everything, it's easy to get overwhelmed and caught up in the whirlwind of the technologies and everything. But keeping things simple, simple things in their place, like Simplex and just Radio 101, that gives you the room to actually sit back and enjoy the conversations and learn as you go along.
Oh yeah, I even for the group, I even toyed with the idea of talking somebody. I don't know who that somebody would be, but talking somebody into we could do because you can do a few of the other digital modes like PSK31, even RTTY. There's all kinds of modes you can use. We can use all of the digital modes for that matter on 2 meters. A lot of people don't realize that, or they've not tried it, or they've never heard of it. And but you could even do a digital mode like I said, PSK31 or PSK63 or some of those other modes. But just to kind of break up not the monotony, but I just don't want to run another net. Anyway, Brad, anything else for that? It's good to have you in there.
Okay, I think that's all I have for right now. I'm going to get back and listen and then try to follow you to the other net later.
Very good. That was Pat. He is in Hermitage, right? Yes, Hermitage.
Yes, sir. Hermitage, Tennessee, right next to Summit Hospital. It's 441.
Hey, you're going to have to listen in on Hermitage. Has a nice radio station there at the hospital, but I'm not sure when they do their radio nets. I forget. Are you familiar with them?
I'm not. I should be, but no, I'm not. I didn't know they had any radio nets or anything, having to do with ham radio there at the hospital.
Well, they do, but it really is a ham radio check-in for emergency purposes for the ham radio stations in almost every. I'm not sure about this because I'm not involved. I used to be down in Florida, but not here. I'm presuming that all of the hospitals have a ham radio station, and they have a net. Quite honestly, I don't remember whether it's monthly or weekly. I don't recall. Maybe some. Jim, do you know? Jim, are you still there?
Roger.
That the hospital net they do. How often do they do that? And that is limited to people that are in hospitals, isn't it?
Not necessarily hospitals. It's agencies. I check in for the Red Cross. There's a lot of EMAs, 911 centers, that type of thing. It's on the third Thursday of every month, 12 noon Central on the M-tier system.
Okay, well, it is on. I didn't realize it was on the M-tier system because I guess I forgot they weren't doing a Simplex one. I forgot about that. Anyway, you heard that they're on the M-tier system, Pat. I don't know if you're familiar with M-tiers. MT, it's Middle Tennessee Emergency Amateur Radio Service.
Actually, it's kind of ironic. I have their web page up on my computer screen right now, trying to learn about them. I was listening in on the net of theirs recently. I think it was before I had my license, so I couldn't say anything, of course. But I think they called it the hospital net.
Right. No, they do, and that's one that's they're not looking for my participation or your participation unless you're, like one of the not-for-profit, the non-governmental agencies or emergency operations centers or hospitals, that they're healthcare related stuff.
Yeah, probably not one I could be involved with. I'm actually by profession, I'm actually in healthcare, but not in the emergency, the emergency services or support agencies or anything like that. But it's good to know at least they have the net, and people are involved in it, and we've got those kinds of emergency communications if we need them via ham radio.
Yeah, very good. Well, very good, Pat. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Yankee Quebec Echo, not Echo. It's just Yankee Quebec Echo, and he's in Hermitage, and brand new this week too. He just got up on QRZ. He's probably got 6 lookups or something like that, or more. I don't know. I can't remember. How am I gonna look? No, I'm looking right now. There's 84. Wow, you've been busy. People have been looking for you, Pat. Anyway, he's there in Hermitage. Kilo Oscar 4 Yankee Quebec Echo. Anybody else west?
Jack and Donaldson.
All right, I got Jack and Donaldson. Good to see you this morning, Brett.
Yeah, it was good to be there and good to see everybody.
Yeah, yeah, it gets busy in there, doesn't it? Over there, that showing, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a good place, though. I think that's a good place.
Maybe we ought to trade off once in a while with the Shoney's over there, on Donaldson.
Well, that would suit me, but it'd be a little farther for some of your guys to drive.
Well, I'm kind of a midway, and yeah, it would be for some people, but just to give everybody a chance. I was even thinking about having once a month or something, have one down in Murfreesboro for the guys that are down in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be good to mix it up. That's a great idea.
Yeah, anyway, of course, there's nothing stopping people from organizing their own breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Just like some of the nets, like the D-Star net.
Yeah, exactly. Well, very good. It was good to see you again. It was good to see you this morning. Anything else within that, Jack?
No, that's all. Thanks for doing it, Paul. Appreciate it. And 73 to everybody listening.
Yeah, that's Jack in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 India, Lima, Victor. He's one of the big-time gardeners over there in Donaldson. Yeah, he works hard at keeping up a garden because he's so poor he can only eat vegetables. Who else is west? Please come on.
Comment. Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta.
All righty, I got Kilo, Oscar 4, Mike. Hold on 1 second because I heard a comment from Michael, I think.
No, Paul, it was me, WA4BGC. Quick comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking on Google Earth, and if Jeff's QTH is exact, looks like he's straight down the Pennington Bend from me, and right in the middle is what we call Todd Knob. I don't know if you're familiar with that here in Donaldson. So it looks like I cannot penetrate through a very high hill.
Oh, yeah, well, that hill is relatively close to you more than it is to him, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I can look out my window and I can look out the back door and I can stare right at it.
Yeah, now that would be a problem, but I'm guessing though that if you got it up double the height, it might even change that whole dynamic because, as you know, well, I'm sure I'm confident you do. Because I've been surprised when I look at elevation profiles between two stations, and I think, how in the heck does the signal get over that mess? But it does.
Yep. It's true. I'll have to look up see if I can see I'll run a terrain between his GPS on QRZ and my location, and it looks like it's right smack dab in the middle of what we call Todd Knob here. Okay, real fine. Sorry to break in. Just wanted to give you that point of comment. I'm good.
1 second. Are you using Google Maps or Google Earth with the program?
Google Earth.
Did you ever do elevation profile using that?
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to plot his location, my location, and then do the terrain or whatever they call it, which will actually show if there's a problem right in the middle.
Okay, very good. I wasn't sure what you were saying, but yeah, No, that's cool. That's to solve the problem, or at least get you pointed in the right direction, or figure out you can't do anything. And I think you can. I bet you if you get a better antenna and higher up, I bet you it makes a difference. I bet you. Anyway, that was a gym there in Donaldson, Whiskey Alpha 4, Victor Golf Zulu. I hear Doug in there, Kilo Oscar 4, Mike Kilo Delta. How you doing?
Doing well, Paul. Having a cup of coffee and a corncob pipe and enjoying life.
Well, I gave up smoking 33 years ago. That's right, 33 years ago. Used to even smoke a pipe. I enjoyed the heck out of that. And I haven't given up coffee, though. That's one thing that I'm never giving up.
No, I live on coffee. Had a blood test not long ago, and it came back dark roast Colombian.
Yeah, mine came out that black silk Folgers.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Hey, I'm trying to inspire some of my friends to get into ham radio, so I've got a couple of new guys might be listening tonight on the bow bangs I hooked them up with. I've told them to dial in the net. Of course, receiving could be an issue on those little stubby antennas, but shout out to Callan and Russ. Hope you guys are listening tonight, and encourage them to go get licensed so they can join in the fun with all of us.
Well, yeah, even if you point them toward the YouTube site there, on YouTube, just look up my call, and they can hear the whole both sides of the conversation, what they might not be able to hear on the both.
Yeah, I'll set them up with that too. I told them it's really just fine. In fact, I've got it up on the screen now. There's just a little bit of delay, about a 2-second delay between what I hear live on the radio and what comes over YouTube. But it's still helpful when I can't hear the other end of the conversation live. I can get it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, well that was kind of the whole premise. In fact, it works good for me too because I got a built-in delay inside my brain.
Well, when you get older, that's part of the territory.
Yeah, I know. That's because I've abused it so much over the years. So anything else for the net there, Doug? I'm glad you're trying to not drag reluctant people because some people just aren't suited. I don't mean that they're not good enough or smart enough. They just don't. They're not attracted to ham radio because those that are attracted find it fun. Those that aren't, they go, "What's that all about? Looks stupid."
Yeah, you're right. Now these guys have all expressed interest in it, so I had a couple of bow bangs that I could let them have, and I consider that to be a gateway drug.
Oh yeah, if you could get them a couple of both, and I'll lend them if you want. I got a couple of roll-up J poles they can have.
Yeah, well, probably that'll be the next step because I know one of them's in a really bad location for Simplex. I know he can hear the cross planes repeater, but don't know about the Simplex. He probably can't hear much.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I appreciate. I'm speaking for all of ham radio. It's good to induce others to enjoy the hobby because it is fun over the year. It's something you can enjoy whether you're disabled or you're old or you're young or whatever. Even married, you can enjoy.
Absolutely. In fact, that's one of the things you can do when you're married. When you can't do anything else.
Well, it's one thing you can. Your wife can keep an eye on you at the house.
Yeah, they never complain about what I do in ham radio because they know right exactly where I am.
Yeah, very good, Doug. Anything else for the net?
Well, that's all. Good evening to everyone. KO4MKD back to net.
All right, very good. That's Doug, Kilo Oscar 4, Mike, Kilo Delta. He's in Greenbrier. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
All righty, Greg. You doing well?
I'm doing fine. If we keep this up, we can have like 24/7 net.
Well, I'm still kind of I'm used to it, but I'm still kind of in a shock that we hit 200 on the mailing list. I mean, to me, that's any club would be thrilled to have 200 people.
There we go. Charge dues, and you could like rent the hall for breakfast.
Now, if I charge dues, I say I'm not charging anyone. If we decided for some reason dues was a good idea, I don't know why it would be. We'd probably lose 100 people.
Yeah, it is time though for a giveaway again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just that's the reason I organize it, if that's the right word. I disorganized it this way because ham radio is supposed to be loosey goosey and fun. We're not involved in a military unit, working to go overseas. We're here trying to be better ham radio operators and have some fun in the process.
We're back down to, or we're not down to, but we're back to 2-meter FM basics.
Oh yeah, no, it's really entry, like it's like Doug said, it's like an entry. The Bowfangs and relatively inexpensive radios are are entry-level drug to get into ham radio. Because once you see other people having fun, you go, hey, that's pretty cool. And you mean I can just talk over the air to other people? That's like mystery.
Well, the boat thing's got me back into it because I had about a decade lapse, and then I couldn't believe what you could get for $20. You know, it would have cost me hundreds of dollars a couple decades before. And now, over the past few years, you know, no telling how many thousands you dropped on it.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad that both things jumped in there. It made it good and it made it bad at the same time, because a lot of people did get licensed and they got both things. You can find them on the QRZ. Just look up your zip code and you'll see anybody who's got 5 lookups, they've got a both thing. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I joke about that, but that's partially true. Anyway, that was Greg and Annie. Do you have anything else for the net, Greg?
No, I sure don't, but I do have a bag full of them.
I've only got one bow thing. I split it up. I'm very diverse. I got a bow thing, a TYT, and a Kendall. So anyway, who else is west or west or south?
KM4AJL.
Hello, Bob. Good to have you back.
Hey, how you doing tonight, Paul?
Doing great. Everything going good down there for you?
Oh yeah, just been sitting around here watching a few ball games today. Kind of relaxing a little bit.
You're talking about the college games?
Oh yeah.
Well, I haven't watched. I have in the last, I don't know how many years, maybe decades. I haven't watched very much basketball. But as a kid, I thoroughly enjoyed basketball. And my dad used to take me to college basketball games at a university called Niagara University, where I grew up. And they were a tiny school, but with a big basketball program. And what was neat about that is they were able to compete at the big games level. In other words, what they played in their schedule was NYU, Boston College, St. Bonaventure, Syracuse, big schools. And so I got to see a lot of big time players right there in that little tiny basketball arena they had at this little college. Look up Niagara University I think they've got 5,000 students or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that. I want to kind of keep up with Tennessee a little bit. I see where they have men's basketball. They lost to Michigan today, so they're out of it. The women did win, so that's kind of a good thing.
Oh man, I don't want to be sexist or anything, but women's basketball to me is for the birds.
Yeah, well, something to do, something to watch, But anyway, something past the time a little bit. But, hey, on that 6-meter net, what did you say that frequency was? 50 dot what?
50.135 upper side main.
Okay, I missed it the last time there. We'll see if I can get in there tonight. I don't know if I can do any good with it or not, but I'll try it.
All right, we'll give it a try. Yeah, it's sometimes a hit and miss from your location. It's going to be, not sure it's going to, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Yes, sir. If I can stay up that long, I don't know how long that'll go on, but anyway, I'll give it a shot, give it a try. And if you want to, you can check your wife in too if you'd like.
Give me your call again, Bob.
Kilo Golf 4, Bravo, Echo X-Ray, KG4BEX.
Oh, cool. Well, very good. Bob, I forget where, are you in Rockville? I'm trying to remember.
No, I'm in that town, sounds like it should be out in New Mexico, Last Cabin.
Oh, that's right. Let's cast. I don't know why I got that wrong. And your call is Kilo Mike or Kilo November? I think I wrote it down wrong.
Kilo November.
Well, I did write it down wrong. I wrote down Kilo Mike, and it didn't seem to sound right. Anyway, that's Bob and his XYL. Kilo Go for Bravo Echo X-Ray and Kilo November 4 Alpha Juliet. Name is Bob's call here in the Las Casas. Who else is south?
KE4 TYJ.
Hello, Jim. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing?
Well, I got a chance to relax a little bit this evening. Been working
my normal job than working at the shower reinstall and tear out here at the house. Finally got it done today. It's usable. Still got a little painting and trimming left to do, but yeah, I don't envy people who do showers for a living.
Man, just even telling me you're going to do a shower makes me tired, man, because that is like, that's the devil's work right there.
And we went from a shower that wasn't installed properly anywhere you look at it to one that was, had to be done right. Obviously, if you're going to take the time to do it, might as well do it right. And had to fix some things along the way and modify, but it's done right now.
Wow. Did you have to replace all the way down to the bottom and replace the tray in the bottom underneath?
Yeah, that was the whole reason for having it to come out. The shower base cracked, and they're supposed to be sitting flush on a bed of mortar, and this one was actually propped up with a 2x4 for some reason. Ain't quite figured that out because the subfloor is perfectly level and had no reason for this thing to be propped up with a 2x4, but it caused a lot of give and it cracked. Now this one's sitting on a bed of mortar. It's flush, it's plumb, it's level, and everything is like it's supposed to be. So, and shower doors got installed with glass doors. That was big fun. No more shower curtains.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that later. I thought about redoing my shower, but it's 100% all the way around, outside, inside, the floor, the walls, the ceiling is all time.
That's how I would love to do it, but this is the way we did it with a new surround and doors and a shower base and a lot of help from W4CQE. In fact, I felt like I was his helper, but yeah, without him, I'd still be on the initial tear out. Big shout out to him.
Ah, very good. Well, made it a little less painful for you to have a good I'll just say craftsman with you.
He was the boss. I was the helper.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's great. That's great. There's nothing like muddling through a project you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I've tore showers out before, but I'm not really too good at putting them back. In fact, I really haven't done it. I used to have a neighbor down in North Carolina. He the whole inside of his house, he'd done tile. That's what he did for a living. And he had so much tile in his house, we called it Tile Mahal. And I know it was very original, but he made a hot tub. It looked like a high school shower he put in there. You go in around the corner, and it was amazing. Full tile in the kitchen. He was a tile guy for sure. And I talked to him on the phone and said, yeah, I should have it done. I've been working on a week. He's like, a week? You should have been fired. I said, Mike, I was also holding a full-time job, too. I cut you some slack for that. But he goes, if I was up there, he goes, I'd give you one twice the size and last 75 years. But that's all I got going on. So I'm happy to have that done. And big shout out to W4CQE. Ken did an amazing job above and beyond. I tell you, it's been super. All right, back to that, KE4TYJ.
I only got one thing to say. Just be glad your friend, who was the tile man, wasn't the carpet man.
Oh, I'm telling you.
He'd have a carpet-lined shower, carpet-lined kitchen. No, that's cool. That's cool. I don't think I like that much tile, but in fact, my home is almost 100% tile floor, and it's good because we got dogs, so it's kind of healthy. I mean, the kitchen area's got some vinyl, but the rest of the house is tile. Anyway, that was Jim. He's in He's in, where the heck are you, Jim? You're in Woodbury, Kilo Echo 4 Tango. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Great signal again, Jim. I'm glad you got that shower done without my assistance. I've got my own little project I'm working on now. It's killing me. All right, who else is Sal? Wow, must have bad conditions tonight. You at home tonight there, David?
Yes, sir. I got back. Oh, I got it on low power. Sorry about that.
All right, I'm hearing you in there, and you said you are on low power.
Yes, sir. I boosted it. Now I was on 5 watts low power at the home front. Yes, sir.
You sounded better from Beach Grove earlier today.
Now that I boosted the power, it's better now, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's much better. I mean, when you were 5 watts from the house, your signal from Beach Grove earlier today was better.
Oh yeah, what that was it's so funny, Paul. I was up at 1,284 feet there on Green Road, right just before the Robinson Ridge Cemetery up there, and had to, couldn't hear you at all. I rolled down the hill, about 400 or 500 feet down the road, and your signal come in strong, and I could make good contact with you at just a little sweet spot, and roll down a few more feet, and you're gone again.
Oh, this must be a big, probably a big iron ore backstop in that hill.
I don't know. It's really funny, but then I moved on down, and I was never able to hear Tony in there until I got down to about 900 feet, and I had you and Tom and Tony loud and clear at 900 feet.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been some odd conditions today. I noticed it's a little wacky, and it's wacky tonight because there's a lot of interference on the band, at least here.
Well, anyway, I appreciate what you do, and it's so funny. You can move just a few feet, stop, sit still, and it come in and clear, and move a few more feet, and it's gone. So anyway, I appreciate what you do. It's KI4NDN. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, very good. That's David. He's in Reedyville. Kilo India for November Delta November. Longtime supporter of the net. Who else is south?
Hello, Mike 4, November Yankee, Bill.
Hey Bill, you're noisy to me tonight, so I just confirms the band is a little noisy tonight because you're normally clear as a bell.
Well, I don't know. I heard David, and I hear you real well.
I think I've got some local problems here with noise that you don't hear, or that maybe others don't hear. But no, you sound. I mean, I can hear you just fine. It's just you're normally your audio and your signal are great.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, yeah, it's better than not being heard at all.
Sometimes that's a plus.
Yeah, it is sometimes a plus. Right? I've learned. Well, you hear me talking a lot here, and I've always been fairly because I was in sales and marketing, but I also have learned over time. There's times that it's better to stay quiet.
Especially at home.
Yeah, that's right. They don't make me laugh because I've learned I can do that too. All right, well, Bill, anything else for the net tonight?
No, just best to hope that everybody knows it. I listen to all of them. I enjoy listening to them. They have an interesting life. Beyond that, I'm going to turn it on back to the net. Hello, Mike 4, November Yankee, be clear.
Very good. That's Bill. He's in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. The only person well, there's others I know, but he's the only one with 100% solar powered station with a battery, and that's where he stays. He does a good job, obviously. Who else is south?
KM4TM, Kilo Mike 4, Tango Mike. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, I think there was a double in there, but how you doing, Tom? Tom, you weren't here in those. Well, I don't know if you were in there early because you told me you were going to check in later. You're still having trouble with the northern stations tonight.
Well, I've been here for a while, Paul. Actually, since you started, but obviously, I hear the southern guys better than I hear the northern guys because they're closer to me. But yeah, I'm hearing some of them. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just curious. I mean, you're like you said, it's tough for the Northwest down to this like Murfreesboro and Rockville for most people.
Yep. I've got there's an obstruction I think around the Nolensville area that blocks me up toward Nashville, Brentwood, Franklin, and beyond from where I'm at. So just have to deal with that. But anyway, I don't have too much going on here. Was happy to check in with the D-Star group. I think we had 5. I was one of the 5 and got that done. I was sorry to see Tennessee get knocked out of the basketball tournament. That was
kind of a bummer. And I was when you were talking to Jim, I got to thinking about that carpet shower, and that made me laugh because I remember there was a commercial about I can't remember what the heck it was for, but something how some things just aren't right, And there's this guy taking a shower in his carpet-lined shower, and this woman was just shaking her head, just like, that's not right.
Yeah, there was a joke that Steve Martin used. Oh my gosh. Well, somewhere in the 70s, 75, that's 45 years ago. He says that the fame and fortune that he had wasn't going to, while he's making lots of money, he wasn't going to buy anything stupid, so he went ahead and bought a fur sink.
Well, I don't see a problem there.
And a motorized turtleneck sweater.
Man, anyway, yeah. Well, that's all I got, Paul. Had kind of a day inside, kind of cloudy and chilly, and just stayed by the radio, worked a little DX on the high band, and had some fun. So that's about it. I'll just say good evening to everyone on the group here. KM 410.
Yeah, very good. That's Tom in Rockville. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Anybody else south?
KK4 UTS. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, I'll check you in. Hold on, Carl. Hold on one second. I know that that's right. I know that Larry's going to want to get in and out. Everything all right, Larry?
Yeah, doing good tonight, man. I had 5, like Tim said, on D-Star. So we'll catch you later. KU4 Swappy.
Very good. Good job. I appreciate you doing that D-Star net out there. We'll see if we can't round up some more, and if we get a lot, we're going to have to do something. Anyway, that's Larry in Rockville. Carl, I haven't heard from you. You've been busy?
Well, I tell you what, the more people think. I'm sitting in the driveway. I've got the HT wired into a truck mount on the truck.
Oh, cool. Well, your little signal's a little low to me, but I understand you using an HT, so that says that enough there.
Yeah, that explains it. That does. So I don't want to overboost it or anything. I probably better off to the driveway with the light drive. I just wanted to check in, and so hello to everybody. I'm here, and I'm doing the best I can. At KK40 I'm out.
Very good. That's Carl in Gladeville. It is Gladeville, right? You're not far enough to be in Mount Juliet, are you?
Let's call it Speedway. Gladeville, Mount Juliet. So I'm right next to the post office over here, and the politicians can't decide how to redistrict everything. I guess I don't know what, but the post office over here is right next door. I have to go way to Mount Juliet North to live around.
Huh. Weird. All righty, that was Carl. Yeah, I've seen that post office. I don't know how they justify the post office out there, but obviously they did. I mean, it's growing area. It's growing like a weed over there east of Providence. It's unbelievable how much it's growing. Anyway, anything else for the net, Carl?
No, sir, I appreciate it. I tune in and listen. And I thought about driving by in a white car in the cul-de-sac the other day, but I figured no, not yet.
All righty, that's Carl. He is in the Gladeville / Mount Juliet area. Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Sierra. If you know where the post office is in Gladeville, you know where you live. Not at the post office, but near the post office. Right behind the dumpster. Know where you live?
You know what? That's a good thing. I actually did. Since the family moved out, when his son moved back in, but I do go back to the what's called a community center. I think you guys call it. But yeah, I did make my time down there.
Very good. Anyway, that's Carl. In Gladeville / Mount Juliet. KK4 UTS. Who else is south? South or east? Hey, I did get you in there, man. It was a little bit of a double, but you're the only one I heard there, James.
I tried to be easy all the time.
Everything all right?
Yeah, doing great.
Good. Nice cool day. Did you do anything productive today?
I did all my productive stuff inside today.
Yeah, it was raining early on. Was it raining over at your place earlier this morning?
That was. The driveways, the street, everything was wet.
Yeah, just a drizzle, though. It wasn't anything serious, thankfully.
I stayed inside most of the day.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, can't think of anything. Doing good.
All right, very good. Say hello to your family. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. James here in Mount Juliet, right? Almost dead in the middle of Mount Juliet. Who else is south or east?
Yeah, but where's that?
Yeah, see, you're actually, I know you're laying back, just allowing James to jump in ahead of you.
No, actually, that devil was me.
That's what I'm saying. But you were letting him. I know you.
Oh, you know I am absolutely not gonna hammer that thing every time I wanted to. Just run all over him.
Everything going okay, Rich?
Everything's good in the neighborhood, and hope everybody else is doing well. Enjoyed breakfast this morning. Glad, good to see everybody that came, and look forward to the next one. So y'all carry on and appreciate what you're doing. Greet everybody. KI4SIB gonna shut up and check in KI4SOR if you don't care.
Yeah, I will. And I'm glad you like the logo.
I do. I like that a lot.
I did too. That's why I picked it. There was others that were really pretty good, but that one struck my fancy. Anyway, what we're talking about, everyone who's listening, got a new logo up on the Mount Juliet Simplex Society site, the one on the groups.io site. They will also be up on the other site when I get around to it. But I got a really pretty logo for the Mount Juliet Simplex Society. It's commercially made. I even had to pay money for it, but no big deal. And it's nice. I think you'll like it. Just go to the groups.io site. And if you haven't already ever been there, you can look at just do a search inside the groups.io and look up MJSS, Mount Juliet Simplex Society. You'll find it. Anyway, good to have you in there. That's Richard and Stephanie in just west of Lebanon, KI4SIB and KI4SOR. Who else is south or east?
EN4JAV, Allen 11.
I heard two stations in there, but I heard Kilo November 4, Juliet, Alpha Victor. How you doing? Haven't heard from you in a little bit.
EN4JAV, November. How about that?
What did I say?
Kilo.
No, I don't know how I added this. I decided to add a kilo. It's November 4 JAV, correct?
That is me.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that. There's so many. It's funny. There's so many of the newer calls. I say newer. They're the KMs, the KNs, the KOs, and I just get used to writing down the K. I guess.
Oh yeah, no biggie. Just trying to get back in the game. Everything's smiling in the big game.
Yeah, I understand. So, are you doing okay though?
Yeah, I'm getting better. I wound up joining Robin at the chemo table for a little while, but everything's going very well. So trying to get back in the groove.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Alan. It seems as though, and I'm not trying to make this sound silly, but it's almost like so many people in my family, as they grew older, they had some battle with some form of cancer. It's just amazing. And I'm not saying it's a rampant thing. It's just that so many people seem to, maybe it's because we're identifying these things earlier than we used to.
Yeah, and that's what happened with me. I mean, I'm very lucky. They caught it real early, and we just, I'm about halfway through my treatments, and everything's looking real good. So, don't want to complain at all, really.
Well, yeah, I know, and it's like I said, it's amazing how well. Well, that's kind of the key to it really is going for routine inspections and checkups and paying attention. I really encourage people to do that. But I had a similar incident, and the key is kids in it early.
Definitely, no doubt. I'll turn it back over to the net. Good to hear everybody. I'll make myself more heard from now on.
All right, very good. That's Alan, November 4, Juliet, Alpha Victor, and I hope you get. Well, obviously, I'm hoping for a full recovery, but I just want it to be trouble-free. Anyway, that's November 4, Juliet, Alpha Victor, Alan in Lebanon. Who else is south or east? Southeast or north?
Okay, Lord.
Whoever that person is, it's a little shady, but I heard Earl in there. I'll take Earl first, but there's another station that's really tough to hear. That's Earl. How you doing, Earl?
So far, so good. Just
mean to, but I was out feeding the economy a little bit while before the D-Star net started. I didn't make it home to catch that with time management is not one of my strong suits. Okay.
Well, I tell you, it doesn't really matter when you're retired, does it? But that's why we have so many nets. So we give people lots of opportunities to miss the net if they want to, or can't make it, or whatever.
Yeah, I was doing my pen to paper printing coupons over here, and decided some things are better learned by hands-on instead of reading about it, and then some of that stuff available is out of budget, so I went and got me one of them there basic starter scientific how to set up solar kits from Harbor Freight earlier while they was still on sale with coupon. And if you spend so much up to a certain amount, they got a selected amount of tools you can get for $5. Or if you're one of them there higher end spenders with a yearly membership, that $5 tool will be for free. Okay.
Yeah, those those really cheap tools at Harbor Freight, they're guaranteed to break when you least expect it.
Yeah, that's why I bought the yearly or the year replacement plan for seeing how it's going to be a scientific project. If it works, it works. I can still take it back, and if it don't work or if I don't like it, or if it gets wore out between that time, I'll just take it back and get a refresh. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I hope it works out good. I've not delved into the solar stuff, but I think the biggest expense is the darn battery.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's not included in the kit is the battery. As far as I can understand it, we'll just see how it works out to convert sunshine into DC power. That's got to start somewhere. Anyway, I'll let you go with that. Wave the hand and 7-3 across the band. And, due to conditions, I kind of jumped up my RF out about 30 extra watts to normal. So, anyway, y'all be good. Enjoy hang on tight. Enjoy the ride. Take it forward. Easy.
Yeah, no, you sound good, Earl. Your audio is pretty good. The conditions are a little wacky for me tonight. They're a little more hash in it than normal, but you sound good. That was Earl. He's in Noreen, over the other side, east side of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is east or north?
Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform.
Hey, hold on a second. There's somebody's trying to get in, Bill, and I don't know who it is, and I'm hoping somebody else can hear him because he's really distant. All I hear is somebody in there. Who was that other station in there, please? Please go again.
Oh, that's Rich up in Hartsville.
I was wondering if it was somebody way up there. And Rich's call is, oh my gosh, I forgot his call.
KC2LFD, I think.
It's LFT, Lima Foxtrot Tango, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, Rich, if you can hear me, I got you in there. And it is Kilo Charlie.
Rich, can you try to give me your call sign again, please, if you can hear me? Lima Charlie 2. Oh, no, not Lima. What am I saying? Try it again, Rick. I screwed it up. I got it. Kilo Charlie 2, Lima Foxtrot Tango.
Yep, okay, I got it now. Rich, appreciate you being in there, but I can't. I know you're there. I just can't copy who, what, or where. All I hear is the noise. But I know somebody's transmitting. That's what's breaking the squelch. Anyway, appreciate it, Alan. Appreciate your attempted help there, and I'm glad you picked that up for me there, Richard. That was Richard in what you call it up there in where is he again? He's in. I want to forget the name of that town. It's terrible.
Hartsville.
Hartsville. That's Hartsville. How could I forget the big metropolis of Hartsville? It's going to be a metropolis if they build any more crap up there. All righty, and that was Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango. If anybody else, Rich Alan could hear him over there in Lebanon, and Richard could hear him up there in near Lebanon, just on the west side of Lebanon. Who else is east? Well, any place anywhere, including north.
Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform.
Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Bill. You doing okay?
Yeah, doing good there, Paul. How about you?
Oh yeah, doing pretty good. Trying to keep up appearances here, make it sound like I know what I'm doing.
You're the man.
Yeah. See, we've confirmed that genetically, intellectually, mentally, in all forms. There's no. I don't have an alternate ego.
Well, you're a great net leader. I'll tell you that. You're the best. You're the benchmark. Hey, I could copy Jim from down there in was it? I can't think of the down there east Nashville. I was copying him. He had about two S2 on him. He was done. I mean, it's very readable. So he's still out there. We got a good copy on him.
Yeah, that's Jim in Woodbury. I mean, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
Donaldson Jim. I'm sorry.
Donaldson Jim. Oh, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Yeah, to the east, I guess. But he's got some issues with his terrain when he's got a big hill just north of him.
Well, I just thought I'd let him know that I'm picking him up. I'm getting a pretty good copy on him, and I'm I'm about 6 miles, I guess, north of Lebanon there.
Yeah, very good. No, I can hear him fine. He's not having bad at all. They just, like I said, some people do have a terrain problem, particularly when they've got a less than acceptable gain in temp.
That's affirmative there. That's for sure. Anyway, well, it's good to hear everyone out there. Let's turn it back over to Net Control. Keep up the good work, Paul. Appreciate you. 7-3.
Yeah, very good. That was Bill, Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform, and he's in Possum Town, north of Lebanon. Who else is north or anywhere? North or anywhere?
Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha, still in Lebanon.
Yeah, it was good to see you this morning, Philip.
Yeah, I had a good time this morning. Actually came home and sat down and watched a series on Amazon Prime called Reacher. That was pretty interesting. If anybody's not seen that, it's kind of a spin-off from the Jack Reacher movies and the books. And then spent some time talking with Robin that I met this morning. And if anybody's not come to the breakfast, then I encourage everybody to come on. You don't know who you might meet. Come to find out, Robin's family and my family are really good friends, so we've got some connections there. So make an appearance at these breakfasts, folks, if you can. This is Bill at WAPLA, back to Net Control.
You don't want to dig too far into that. You might be related.
No, we weren't related. We just got very close family friends from way back when.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know his whole family had a farm there. I'm not sure exactly where it was. I know it straddled the interstate. When the interstate went in, the interstate cut right through his property.
Yeah, that's a whole eminent domain thing, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure they got money for it, but that doesn't necessarily make a farmer happy.
Absolutely. We've got a lady there in Lebanon that lives right there close to 840 and 109, and I'm afraid that they're about to throw that eminent domain thing on her. I hope they don't.
Oh, well, they say, you can't fight City Hall.
Well, this lady here, she surely does try, and I applaud her efforts, no doubt about that.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping it works out for her. Anything else for the net, Phil? Again, like I said, it was good to see you this morning.
No, nothing else for the net. Just appreciate you being there. Appreciate what you do. Happy friends there, buddy. WAPLA.
Very good. That's whiskey. It is Whiskey 8, right?
Yeah, it's Whiskey 8. I learned this morning that I kind of flubbed up. I should have picked a 4 so everybody wouldn't think I was from Michigan. But, oh well, it is what it is.
No, it's no big deal. When I lived in Florida, it's like everybody, not everybody, but there was probably 30% of the calls in Florida are from out of state because they're retirees who moved there or people who, are snowbirds and live there only half the year. And so you get it doesn't bother me at all. Anyway, it's just easier to identify, actually. I mean, when I don't mean it identifies you as a location, it identifies that as soon as you hear the Whiskey 8, and you go, okay, that can only be a couple of people.
That's exactly right. Or you put it together and say, wait, and then my name.
Very good. That's Philip. It's Whiskey 8, Papa, Lima, Alpha, Lebanon. Anybody else, any place, anywhere?
KG4, CXE, Kristen, Rural Hill.
Rural Hill. I didn't even realize you were, that's where you said you were, Rural Hill. That's not even like a place. It's really just, you live next to that sign?
It's kind of in the middle. I mean, it could be close to Sucks Creek, but it's what it is.
I know it's just a sign. I see the sign of Rural Hill, but I don't know what it means. Okay, so the hill's rural. I get
Yep, it's over there.
it. Everything going okay?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you, Paul?
Yeah. Only thing could be better is if instead of being 73, I'd be 37.
Yeah, that was a good year.
Well, yeah, that's only half my life ago. Anyway, almost. Anything else for the net for us tonight, Chris?
No, that's it. Are we doing the 2 meter upper sideband, or am I on the wrong night?
No, that's tonight. 2 meter upper sideband on 144, 240, and then the 6 meter. We got to move along here, but that's what I got.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. KG4, CXE.
Very good. That's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. And it's a new place, really. I've never said the word Rural Hill on the air before. That's where Chris has moved to. Rural Hill, kind of near Mount Juliet, but I don't think it is Mount Juliet, is it?
It is by the post office.
That's all that matters. Post office. My wife works for the post office. I hate it. All right, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, Rural Hill. Chris, good signal. Who else is any place, anywhere? Hello, Scott. You liked my logo, did you?
Yeah, that looked good. I wasn't going to check in because I was going for the awards.
Yeah, very good. No, for some reason I saw that you could do that, and I went to the site. Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that logo, and I bought it.
Well, sounds good. Looks good. All right, carry on. K1, that's speedy.
Yeah, we're just trying to be fancy pants. That was Scott. He's in Laverne, Kilo 1, Sierra, Papa, Delta. Anybody else, any place, anywhere? All righty, we're going to move right over. We have 27, number 27. Tonight on the 2 meter, we're moving over to 144.240, 144.240. Upper sideband. We'll see you there.
WJ4B, quick one, Paul.
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I plotted between myself and Jeff on Google Earth. I sent it to you as a JPEG, and man, it's like a 250-foot hill I've got to peek over.
Yeah, you need to get one of those tall curved antennas, Jim.
I either bounce it off a satellite somewhere, maybe.
Very good. Well, it's one of the things we learn. Like I said, when I've looked at those elevation profiles many times, and they surprise you. They really do. You go, it's unbelievable.
Yep, it's like smack dab in the middle. Like I said, I sent you an email so you can look at it for your own enjoyment there. 73 Paul. Thanks a lot. WA4B.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Yeah, you guys, that's a great resource, by the way, that Google Earth doing the elevation profiles if you're interested. Anyway, moving over to 144.240, K4PEW. Don't mind my fumbling on the radio here. I hit the wrong button. There, I found it. 144.240. This is K4PEW, Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins starting from the north. Please come now. Anybody from the north, please come now. Anybody from the west, please come now.
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
Hey, very good. KM4YRF, that's Michael in Belshire. Who else is west or north?
KG4,
be Jack and Donaldson.
Very good. You sound wonderful, Jack. That was Jack and Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is Wes?
Kilo Golf 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Maybe we'll move over to the upper sideband nets. That'd be cool. You sound good, Greg. Anybody else, Wes?
KO4 YQE.
KO4YQE. You sound fine. How are you doing?
Doing great. You're sounding fine over here too. I think it's the first time on this net here on this frequency, but I'm able to pull out a lot of the signals now a whole lot better than when I was on sideband on the 10 meters.
Oh yeah, this 2-meter upper sideband is actually a pretty decent way to communicate. The audio isn't as good, but the transmission seems very good. FM's a lot sweeter sounding, but sideband gets through pretty good. Well,
Yeah, it sure does. It sounded good over here. I made a lot of adjustments based on some articles I read, to better pull out the audio and get a clear reception and everything. Is my modulation and everything sounding okay on your end?
Oh yeah, it sounds actually a little hot on the mic gain, but it might be just my ears.
Okay, is this any better right now?
Yeah, it sounds more natural.
Yeah, I think I kind of inadvertently tried to eat the microphone. It was in my mouth, almost in my mouth. So hopefully it sounded better there.
Yeah, I heard that, and I'm not the one who said this, but I heard it from Bob Heil. He says the best thing on almost all microphones is to be 2 to 3 inches in that range away from the microphone, because you can really eating the mic will kill you. Well, it won't kill you, but it just makes your voice sound kind of muddled and overdriven. But anyway, that was Pat. It's his first time with us anyway on 2-meter upper sideband. That's Kilo Oscar for Yankee Quebec Echo. Who else is where was I? West or south?
Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor eating the microphone.
As long as it's flavored, you're all set. How you doing, Larry?
But it's like edible. It's like those edibles, that you want to get your wife.
Yeah, well, you saw that. You didn't see the new logo yet because it's got a microphone in it, a nice prominent one.
Logo where?
On the Mount Juliet, the MJSS site on groups.io.
I can't remember my password for that.
No, you don't have to get it to go to the front page.
That means I only check it about 10% of the time.
No, I understand. All you got to do is go to the front page. That's where it is. It's right on the front page. Anybody can look at it, even those who can't remember their password.
Well, short answer is it's up to eat a microphone. Just trying to get as much RF out there as I can. So I am just pushing that 100 watts as best I can from the antenna, which is probably 10 feet away from me.
You're just trying to be a radical, are you?
Yeah, I think so. Someday it'll be outside and up high, and then I can just irradiate my neighbors.
Yeah, very good. No, you sound good, Larry. You really do. You didn't need to eat the microphone to get that signal. You're doing real good. That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor in Walter Hill area. Who else is wherever I was, south or east?
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
Hey, Jim, you sound good. Are you copying everybody tonight?
Yeah, so far.
Ah, very good. That's Jim, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet, and he is in Woodbury. Good signal. Who else is south or east?
Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike.
I had a double in there, but I get to get you, Tom. You sound real good. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Who else was in there?
Yeah, 4 J.
Hey, boy, twice in one night. You're hitting it hard.
Swinging for the fence.
Yeah, very good. You sound good, Alan. You copying everybody?
Yeah, so far.
Oh, yeah, very good. That's it. 2-meter upper sideband's real good. Who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. Go Zulu.
All right, I had 2 in there. I got Earl, Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu, and I had the Bill in there, Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. They both sound great. I'll get my name straight here in a second. Bill's in Possum Town, and that's Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform, and Earl is in Noreen. And you sound good, Earl. Earl, are you copying everybody okay?
Yeah, so far so good. I've been kind of up and out, in and out, and I'm fixing to get out now. I've got to go walk the, well, I don't have to, but I guess the duty calls
All right, very good. Next, you'll have indoor plumbing sometime, won't you, Earl?
Yeah. Once I get my wall-to-wall carpet shower made.
All right, very good. That's Earl and Noreen, Kilo, Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is south or east or anywhere?
Everyone is spinning.
Hey, very good. You sound good there, Scott. Sound like you're slightly off frequency, or is it another issue?
Any better?
You know, it almost sounds like there might be some feedback in there. Maybe that's what the issue is. It just doesn't sound normal, like a normal voice for you, is why I'm saying that.
I'm getting you on .05 and you on .07.
He said showing me is well, 240.05 is where he's showing you. This is Larry over in the Walter Hill area, and me on 07 on his radio. So I don't know if that gives you a clue.
Yeah, I'd use the Rudy there to bring it up the 0.5 there.
All right, very good. I just thought I'd let you know. I mean, our radios do get a little out of slightly. We're not matching, you know. Anyway, that's Scott. Good signal though, Scott. It's Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who else? Any place, anywhere?
KG4 CXE, Kristen Norrie. Or, sorry, not Norrie. We were just talking about Rural Hill. I don't know where I am.
That's all right. That's from that old mass show there when they asked that intelligence guy when he said, "I'm so far undercover, I don't even know who I am."
Yeah, there's a little at the Providence Wine and Spirits. They have a beef, farm raised beef from Norrie, and we were just talking about that. So it just came right out.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah, I've never said anything stupid. I really never have, ever. My whole life. I only do it every day. Who else? Just ask my wife. She'll tell you. Who else is any place? That was, by the way, that was Chris here in, what do you call it? I'll think of that place already. Rural Hill. That's what it is. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo. If you missed the sign in Rural Hill, you've missed it, boy. It's really quite a place over there, Rural Hill. Who else is any place anywhere? That's Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo, by the way, if I didn't say it twice. Anybody, any place? Is anybody hearing anything that I can't hear? All right, that was a pretty big net for 2-meter upper sideband. It was 13. Any check-ins before we jump over to 6 meters? All right, well, we close it out. Appreciate all the check-ins on 2-meter upper sideband. And if you're still there, no, you're not still there. Does anybody can over to the 415 and just announce we're going over to 6 meters?
I'm here, Paul. I'll do it.
All right, very good. I didn't know if you were out there hanging by your thumbs or something. All right, very good. We're going over to 50.135 K4P then. Boy, it sure is quiet tonight on this frequency. I can't believe it. Anyway, this is K4PW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 50.135. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now. Anybody anywhere on 50 from the north or west? Please come now. Hey, very good. Is that my signal to you? You seem a little low, Jay.
Yeah, I'll get you in a S3.
Yeah, you're only doing like S1.5 or something. That's weird.
Well, it sounds good. It's just low signal.
Yeah, it's just very quiet tonight too, isn't it? Is it quiet on your end as well?
Yeah, and you had maybe a lot of callers for the north, have you?
No, I didn't get anything.
Tonight. You called north, you didn't get anything.
Yeah, you're right. That's right, man. You know what? You know what it is? It's a Southern conspiracy to lock out the North.
That's what it is. You peeped it out.
Very good. That's Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, Indy Lima Victor. Anybody else, north or west? Hey, very good. You sound fine. Is it quiet down on your end too, Greg?
Yeah, just quiet. You're sounding pretty strong. Jack was sounding a little under the weather.
Yeah, you're doing about S4, a little over S4 here if you're looking at the thing on the screen there. But that's you sound good. It's not. It just seems unusually very quiet. Anyway, it's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg in Antioch. Anybody else west? Hey, very good, Pat. We got you in. How's everybody sounding to you?
I think I'm having the same issue I was having before. I'm hearing a lot of static. It's putting about a 3 on my estimator, and everybody here talking is coming in right on that at about the same meter reading. So I think I've just got to work out some issues with the antenna. How well are you able to copy me?
Your copy is actually it's not as the audio is not as good as I would expect it from where you are, but you've got a strong signal. It's like an S6 to me, so that's very good.
Yeah, I might have to do some experimenting with my mic gain or something again if the audio is not there.
I don't know what the whole. Your audio, like I said, your audio is readable. It's very good. It's just not as I'll just say as robust as it should be for that signal strength that you have there. So I don't know what the setup issues are. You've got that 991A, right?
Yes, sir. MT991A.
Yeah, very good. Again, I'm a bad one to ask because I'm not using a stock mic and I'm using that Heil, well, so I got it half price, but I've got a very expensive microphone here going into the thing, and I can't make a comparison to anybody else's mic.
I'm on the 991. Yeah, I'll just have to check my antenna and everything. I'm getting really good audio on you. Like I say, everybody's signal is just coming in kind of low here. I think it's, the antenna. I think the catch-22 is that it's a mobile antenna, and it's sitting on top of a flower pot instead of mounted onto a car. So there's no way of, like having a car body for a ground or anything like that. I think that's probably what I really need to work on.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, very good. If you get those antenna issues fixed, I'm sure you'll do much better. Yeah, the flower pot is not the best method. As far as settings go, I don't know if your email good on QRZ, Pat?
Could you come back on the last part of that?
Is your email okay on QRZ?
I think you said it's my email on there. I don't think I have it enabled for public view, but I did mean to do that, but I can do that, sure.
No, the reason I ask is somebody like you. I think that Greg was maybe wanting to tell you about some settings for the microphone and that kind of stuff. Is that what you were talking about, Greg?
No, I thought you were wanting to compare the audio from that mic versus some mics like yours. Because I'm just using the stock mic. That's all I was saying.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it's not a yeah, I think the antenna is probably where you need to be looking first. I'm guessing, Greg. I mean, Pat.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have that squared away in a day or two. I may have to buy some wire and some other things, to work with that. I do have two 50-foot gutter downspouts and about a 75-foot horizontal gutter going up above me. I may need to kind of tap into those and use those as radio or something.
Yeah, I got you. Well, very good, Pat. That's Pat KO4 Yankee Quebec Echo in Hermitage. Who else is west? West or south?
Kilo Bravo 5.
That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie. Why did I mess that up? Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. That's what it is. That's because my pencil slips and I don't know what I'm reading here. That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor Larry in Walter Hill area. Who else is south or anywhere?
Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee.
Yeah, very good. Your audio is a little low, but it's real clear. You, Jim. I'm sorry, Jim. Yeah, James. Your audio. I mean, your audio is low, but your signal is nice and clear. Yeah, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet.
I'm sorry, Tuner gave up.
You're breaking up a little bit. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you dropped out on me.
Yeah, that should be better. Sorry, the tuner didn't want to play it. They quit tuning for a second or two. That should be better. KE4TYJ, North of Woodbury.
Yeah, it's interesting. You're not showing up on my S meter at all, but I can hear you very plainly, even though it's a little bit low on the audio.
No, that's okay.
No, as long as I can hear you, I'm fine. I didn't realize it wasn't even showing up. Anyway, that's Jim in Woodbury, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is any place? Very good. Got you in there, Scott. That's Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta, and he is in Laverne. Who else is south or anywhere? Who's that Kilo November 4 station? Because I couldn't hear the rest of the call. Oh, very good, Bob. Got you in there. That's Kilo November 4 Alpha Juliet. Have I got that right? Let me make sure I got it right here before making. Yeah, Alpha Juliet Lima. That's what I got. Alpha Juliet Lima, and he is in Las Casas. Yeah, the signal's a little low, but I got you in there, Bob. In Las Casas. Kilo November 4 Alpha Juliet Lima. Who else is any place? Anybody else? Any place? Anywhere? Is that? Do I hear KO4DTZ? Yeah, I got you in there. How you doing? Good to hear from you. I'm guessing you are, but because I become the standard since I'm net control, so you got to move your RIT and move it around. I'll give you a countdown: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to keep talking to you to get you zeroed in.
Yeah. Anyway, no, you sound okay now. It's just a tiny bit off, but it's no big deal.
Okay, yeah, I should be right in now there, Paul.
No, you are. You're good. You're just doing fine.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Are you still using the remote base there up on the north side of the river, the lake?
Yep.
Yeah, I expect the signal to be better, but the conditions tonight aren't perfect.
Well, let's see what the infit will do. Is that better?
It's decent. I don't know if it's any better. I wasn't looking at the difference in your signal strength. Hold on one second. Give me a call out.
Okay, Paul. Let's see if you got us in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, that's S8, Johnny.
Okay, now this is a 550-foot loop there. Okay.
Yeah, that's only S7, so hardly a difference.
Okay. All right. Well, copy that. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to, I guess, punch in here because I accidentally fell on you.
Oh yeah, very good. No, you sound good. Good to hear from you. Everything going okay?
Yeah, well, it's be expected. Just trying to move along.
Oh yeah, one day at a time, isn't it, for everything?
Actually, 1 minute at a time or an hour at a time. Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, I hope to hear from you more often.
Yeah, you too. I'll have to keep accidentally coming in here.
Yeah, very good. Well, very good. That's Johnny, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu. He's working off a remote base that's in Hendersonville, but you're still in the Nashville area?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. That's what I thought. Anyway, Johnny's in Nashville, but his remote base is up there in Hendersonville. Who else? Anybody? Any place? Anywhere?
Can I get your call, Paul?
Sure. It's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey.
Okay, I got it.
Very good. Nice to talk to you, Johnny. Is there another station in there? Did I hear another station in there? Ah, very good. A KM4YRF. Got that in there. Michael got you in there. Was there another station on top of there? Okay, I got Michael in there. It's KM4YRF in Belshire. Is there anybody else? Last chance. Anybody want to check into the 6-meter net here in the Mount Juliet, the center of the world of ham radio? Anybody else in there? Please come down.
Hey, Paul.
You. Wait a minute. Hold on, Johnny. Hold on one second. There was somebody else. Who was that?
This is KO4YK
QE. You can get back to me in just a minute if you need to talk to him first.
Oh no, I didn't know if there was somebody else who hadn't checked in yet. Nope, then we'll close that part of the net. We're finished. If nobody else wants to check in, and we can stay on here and chat for a bit if you like. All righty, appreciate everyone being there. Net would be worthless without check-ins. I can't have a net by myself. I could have a net by myself, but then I'd be broadcasting, wouldn't I? It's K4PW. Looking forward to hearing from y'all again. Catch you later, K4PW.